I love this question. Let's get into it. My name's Matt. I've been doing real estate for over 10 years. I've owned over 60 properties. Here's my advice. First off, the 3.5% interest, that's awesome. That's an asset in and of itself. And I can tell you this, anybody who's doing real estate and has been investing for a long time is going to hold that as long as possible. So answer one is you got to keep this as long as you're real estate friendly. What does that mean though? Because we see this guy is also asking for a property management company, right? And the thing about that is it tells us that they are generally inexperienced. And when you're inexperienced, it says, hey, I'm probably afraid that I can't handle it, or maybe I'm worried that I won't be able to push back if they're not paying. And those are all fair worries, but if you're not willing to step up to the plate on those things, you probably shouldn't be an investor. Now, as an investor, there's only a couple times that I'm actually going to consider selling. That would be when I have another thing I want to go buy, and I need the equity from that current purchase to roll it into that, which would be like a 1031 exchange, or I just don't like the asset anymore. I don't think it's going to keep winning. I think it's a loser, or maybe regulations change because we do a lot of short-term rentals, and sometimes things get a little dicey or neighbors get really annoying. You just go, I could just push this towards something else, which kind of brings you back to my first point. I just have something else I'm going to want to roll it into. Another big factor of this guy keeping it is, does it actually cash flow? Is it worth the squeeze and the effort to hold it while it appreciates? Now, I would say typically yes, but what's crazy is I know people that buy in San Diego where the cash flow is actually negative every month. What they're doing is they're actually paying for the appreciation because they might lose $1,000 a month, but they're gaining $50,000 a year in actual equity from appreciation. So, if you're doing $12,000 loss, but you're getting $50,000, that's a net 38. So they're like, you know what, that's worth it. Every year I'm gaining almost 40 grand of value, maybe even more as it scales higher into 10 years of holding. So just wrapping up, I think it's a great wealth building strategy. I highly recommend it. I can give you a lot of reasons, probably over 50 reasons why I think that once you've built up this portfolio and it's really appreciated, you get to enjoy some benefits that you might have not realized were real and tangible when you first got into this game, but it's totally worth it. I hope you get into it.